Uh, wow. I wish I had my camera with me. I haven't been thinking that way opportunistically in terms of needing to defend myself if I'm throwing frisbee with minnow at the park anymore from police officers. They're going to tell me that anything, but it's not L over L, so it's not really their right to tell me that they loved as weld and as wed as weld. So it just really hasn't been on my radar to bring my phone, a camera, and I wish I brought one tonight. Uh, I've been feeling a little Aryan. Okay. I'm Libra, Sag rising. You've got some temperance and some irreverence here. But you've got temperance, but I have to say the underpinnings are just like, let's get this going, okay? And I'm trying really hard to be calm. But how do I really feel? I would say I feel a bit Aries. So anyway, what happened? I would walk to the park. It's been a rainy, gray day. It's not raining right now. The park is across from, I think it's Holiday Inn Hotel. The museum, the park sits behind it. That's where Minoa and I play frisbee, and then the Holiday Inn is directly across from that. Guess who's there? with cameras and scant protesters. I met David with Fox 23 Fox News, Maine. He told me his last name is David. So I said, David? And he's like, yeah, He could be lying at this point because I revealed myself. And you could call me Ye, okay? Because I pulled a Kanye. I saw David setting up the camera. And I'm like, what are you shooting? Because we're going to be playing frisbee here. He's like, oh, Donald Trump Jr.'s in town. I'm like, really? For a fundraiser. I'm like, you give that boy too much fucking money and all he does is fuck around, okay? One guy had to exit. Kind of like looking at me like, huh? He's like, well, I gotta go. And I'm like, of course you do. Your job doesn't stink now, does it? Through thieves, okay, doesn't stink. I appeal in the same time in line as I think. It's the lawless that aren't thinking, and they stink. Anyway, went back to get Minnows frisbee. Then David was setting up with guy number 2 that left when I made you give that boy too much fucking money and he just fucks around, okay? What are you giving a fundraiser for? So he can screw around on his wife and then screw around on a prostitute and then go on a hunt. It's a canned hunt, okay? They place the animal right in the fucking front of you and you don't even have to know how to use your gun, just know which end to shoot, okay? What the fuck, okay? He makes really bad decisions with the stupid money you give him, okay? That guy checked out, and then I'm left with David and a pretty mulatto girl, like latte, and light-colored eyes, and straightish, coiffed hair. And I've already revealed where I stand, so that means on their end, because they have a job to do, that's legit from the 2 they gave them to do it. They know where I stand, so they're kind of like, well, we got to get to work. Stand back, we're going live. And so they put the camera on the pretty mulatto girl who asked me, do you know who I am? And I'm kind of like, No, bitch, I don't, but I know what you are, okay? By your stupid ass associations, okay? And you're staging this. You're not pointing the camera with people that matter. Okay? You're staging this and you're an accomplice. And I broke it down for her. I had to do it several times because she's like, well, what did I do? I didn't say anything negative. Like, being stupid does not give you the honest right to be present, nor prescient client. You know, do you understand? If you're only doing business with red character, by, for, and with red character, you never have a present prescient client, and your law for the people under God has no ear. Right here, H-E-I-R. It's two dudes speaking for a value and not seating, okay? Yeah, we ought to get over her, but I didn't do anything wrong. Okay, miss, I get you're really pretty to look at, so you don't have to look at the shit I get to stand in that you sent my way. Okay. Had to kind of work just a couple of angles with her. Free for all? I'm free for all. And anyway, so the camera was on her, and she was talking about, you know, Donald Trump Jr.'s here for a fundraiser, and the cost to go is $100 or $175. And I'm like, thank you for giving money to me for being present prescient client, so I can choose if I fucking wanted to instead of look at your stink asked. Okay? Broadcast from the top down, like virtual red prescient present client. Okay? Defend. I did energetically communicate with her and David. They wanted to leave. I'm like, no. David, you said we're going to have a talk here. He's like, I really got to go. I'm like, I really need to give you my website so you know where to find me and my work online on Twitter. And if you want to interview someone in earnest who's standing their ground without a gun, fornicating down with war, and then pretending I didn't send the cur, okay? The red current. You'll know where to find me. I expressed to them, as I am this video, then to you, I regret I didn't bring my own camera with me. It would have been fruitful, I think, to get face value with, you know, jacked off. to get doffed, okay? The hoe ought, thought, and fought. What the fuck? With what the fuck? To be doffed as present prescient client. A bald do-ought. Okay. Pretty mulatto girl with the glorious radiant light and focus of the big camera, reading from the little script on her phone, was saying that there's some protesters, and a few protesters, and they're holding signs, and this is what the signs say, but none of them would get on camera. I'm like, I'm standing to the side of the camera, you know, and I'm like, so I stepped in the camera. I said, I'm willing to get on camera and you know, protest, okay? Anyway, a bit of catharsis, we'll go with it. Since we have this lead in, let's do minnow and I threw frisbee. He didn't get as much as he would like. When he gets distracted on leash, I tend to put the leash back on him. Being off leash is for frisbee. You can see what happens when he was off leash the other day. He ate upside down mushroom, probably weed laced barf pizza behind a bush. and I took him to emergency, and he was stoned for over a day and threw up in my car, in my apartment, and in the art room, and on me as the aftermath, holding him head to tail because his head kept sliding off. Let's work on some notes, some teaching, some class. Yeah, I really regret I didn't get their mugs. I'll know that going forward. Let's start here. This is my current list that I'm texting all my teaching. This is who is on my Twitter. There's the red right there. Look, I should probably just step back. The point is they could be helping split the tear weight, okay? You get tired of the bullshit, you know where to bring it, okay? Not the bullshit, okay? When you want real follow-through with EWEID, okay, who's speaking for the night and your Jesus, with my Jesus, G''SUS, grace and gravity. In reflection, I, EYEGGUESST, jest and guest. You can make the complaining go away, okay? I have to say, yeah, it gets me riled when it's right in my backyard, and then I see dimwits helping the stage. Gall, G-A-L-L, the gal as gall. Parentheses D hyphen O hyphen N hyphen E hyphen G hyphen G hyphen. Okay, alone and all on one LD, low road that's red. Okay, she's not making value. I had to just like repeat myself umpteen times. I'm like, just go there, okay? Get a real education with class, okay? I don't have to like fucking repeat myself. Oh my fuck. And you'll come to my neighborhood for a GOP. fund the damn men mentality. Okay, fundraiser. Red. Oh, Governor LePage is there. I heard that when they were broadcasting. I'm like, he is Mr. What the fuck in person. Okay. Wants to eat your shoes, okay? S-H-O- parentheses W-E- shoe and shower red, okay? So we could always get bread because you're stupid female to lend it. No, you're not EWEID, dipshit. You're not. You're sending Dow with war, okay? And you didn't think it through even. So you're only married malfeasantly, okay? Because I've already presented just cause. I'm speaking for the knight in absentia as well as your Jesus, okay? And you, dipshit, didn't do it. Okay. Let me take a pause and kind of cycle through the smoke up my skirt with nuanced proximity in my neighborhood. What? Is someone here? Someone worthy to put on camera? So the first thing I thought I would talk about is make the distinction between DOF, D-O-F, and DOF, D-O-F-F. A DOF is stupid. I generally signify that with a hyphen, where D is the date. There is doth with a foot in the direction of competition thiefend, to get the tin and tine in thine hind that has no honest origin, okay? Only thiefend. Two dudes speaking for redude, okay? Do ought. OT, overtime. See those hyphens? That means it's thiefend. I'm talking about the type of time. Is it the time for competition even or time for competition thiefend? What else should I tell you? Inform you. Doff, D-O-F-F, is to remove an item of clothing, or I suggest as your guest, your hat, with honest presence. Let's see. You'll see here, compare with dawn. Take something off, put something on, okay? You in the red character, to lend and bend it again, thiefend, are taking off stupid and putting on stupid, okay? You only wear stupid clothing to get your income. I would suggest taking off a one-on-one, okay? I would also suggest doing it through EWEID as a fixture and filter, okay? Because the work's already been done, okay? MEID, that is avoid. DS, that is your document signer. Your dome, do me. So peace. You fill in the void with the mechanism to give you a leg, a knee, ask. Okay? I need asked. ask need. Okay? Legit as the job. to meet, to tag, ag, meet and greet, great, re-eat. Ass with wheat. Okay. The real heat here should be to stop dowling with war, and the problem is the couple. Okay. You're not the law in the sense of the law of love. Okay. You did not LOVEID, and you certainly did not engineer language. Okay, didn't do that. The tool is the language. You know who you're talking to here. You know how this ag Jesus is, what is this ag Jesus going to do? It's going to do with you, okay? Your ag in the lot, GAWE, G-A-W-E, guaranteed annual wage. Let's see. I'll work some definitions in here. Stead the head. There's the female saint again. S-T-N-E. Det to task and has asked. I can parse this again. T-A, ta. Thanks. I believe that's territorial army also. You know, how infinite do you want me to parse? Each letter has a definition, so do letter combinations. Why would I do this? Why would I parse more? Sometimes I'm trying to give it an intentional emphasis or highlight. I really want you to see it. The L's I generally do as capitals because that without it being capital, it looks like a capital I. DH, Doctrine of Humanity, designated hitter. ND, no date. You may not recognize the container you're in. Okay, like mulatto girl tonight. You're a red character. I didn't do anything. Well, I didn't do anything negative to you. You're not doing business with me, okay? There's nothing you do in your whole cotton-picking life that makes me sustainable, honestly, among you. Okay. D-O-B, date of birth. DJ, disc jockey. Your job. J0B, take 0 on 1. Take 1 on and take 1 off. Okay? Don and doff. D-O-F-F. Okay? rather than make your income dowling with war on the income of a gun and then feign that you really feel badly that someone got shot when you set them up, okay? Top up and ass up. Hyphenated, okay? If you're using a gun instead of reason to get your income, your emotions are not very mature. And you're not doing honest work either if you're marrying the dumb fuck, okay? What else? So GAW, guaranteed annual wage, GEWE, as in Guga, that is a showy, worthless thing. TB, trial balance, terabyte, tuberculosis, take your pick, -T, or take your pick, okay? I would suggest to bring your own ass need, okay? To toss the osso, that's a bone. And the boss, with that slot and sloth, you're that L with a hyphen, that's love that's hyphenated. That's a thiefin, okay? They're not carrying reason even, nor do they care to. It's self-evident. Or at the very least, it will be. Okay? We're separating the tare weight, okay? You get to stand for what you want to, or, you know, feign that you don't like complainers when that's the only avenue you're giving through you, okay? When you're that L with a hyphen, that sought and slot, you're looking for the rear, okay? In the tying in line, where no one honest has been brought, okay? To do business one-on-one, namely with you, EWEID. Task and bask, your trial balance in the law, -T, as you're not, KNOT, you knocked, and you knocked off. You knocked off. Fag, if you want to. Two, okay. Fags are just mirroring your real lack of bravery, okay? To ask, are you screwed and skewed? EWEID, Dow, with wed the head, debt tooth, had do with you? SM, service mark, I think it's sadomasochism. There's a couple of possibilities for that. STD, that's the nasty things you get from sex. Okay. Spread it around. Spread the red around. Okay. Sexually transmitted disease. Sup, tup, dup. Pet the tine and thine hind. Okay. What else? HD. Head, hand, high definition. HADE. That is a vertical vein. paid. The inclination of a mineral vein or fault from the vert I call. Origin head. I think of vertical as not alliteration, it's not allegory. It's similar for me, vertical, we're talking spiritual, okay? When we're talking a plane, looking across the plane, P-L-A-I-N. When we're talking about plans and building, we have I might be still waiting for my sleep to catch up with me. I want to say evaluation, but that's not it. You have when you look on top of the plans and you look across. So if you were looking at one type of plan, you would see the face of the house. In another type of plan, you would see the rooms. Elevation? Yeah, elevation. Hi, Minnow. Mwah. So I used AD in the previous class videos. So I thought I'd put this the definition up here. Advertisement. And I have to say, I get in a huff. I get in a huff when someone with no class and only class keeps adding and adding on me. I get in a huff, okay? I do. And you want to talk about dynamics? I would say this work I do online is a lot like hypnosis, okay? I see who adds and who doesn't, and I see the work I don't get because of it. I see the sustainability I don't get, okay? So then I do this work, it's cohesive, you didn't want it, not one of you spoke up, okay? By putting your tread and bread on the same line at the same time and line. Sorry, putting your tread and bread on the same time and line at the same time. Okay, offered. Dim dime. It's not a dim dime. Primed and dimed, okay? So when I go out there in 3D, I get in a huff. You're adding on me with your NAD, your DNA add, had, dad, hyphenated. I get in a huff. And I get in a huff when I have to explain to someone who's being nice, but I didn't do anything. I'm like, oh my God, where do I start with you? Pretty person, where do I start with you? Sorry, I'm in a mood. You know, your AD and your ability to add advertisement, etc., is really boldy and boldish-eye it character red compliance. It really doesn't fucking matter that Christ came on your account to hand off, to get toff, the thought, the ho ought and fought. Okay. I fought by being pretty and being a pretty accomplice. Not thinking of it very much. Oh, that's bad when that happens. I gotta get back to work. I got a real job. They're expecting me. The 2 people that hired me. To check in. Hex. So let's talk about hex. Let's parse this a couple of ways. H, hydrogen. The X of the hydrogen. Hex is 6. C is yes. C, I X. And that's the X's. Yes, I X. When you have the time, you have the hydrogen. And you have your text. What else? Apologize for my emotions getting me high-strung and basically reflecting on old habits. I'm really trying to move. Okay. I really am, because it's an old shit show and this needs to move. So we did the CH. Let me... I'll parse this with you. So these were notes I took, but I haven't gone over them. So I've taken them out of my notebook, and then I just rambled, but I haven't checked them. So I'll do that now. There is no bullet here unless you want to task, bask, screw, are you, screwer, red, okay? There's no bullet unless you have 2 red characters to task and bask in the trial balance. To ask, are you screwed and screwer? Okay. When I put a 0 with hyphen, it's not innocence in reflection, and that's the one thing that the competitive marketplace thiefin, it is the one thing that the competitive marketplace thiefin can't make, can't manufacture, okay? That's why it's my intent to manufacture innocence in reflection, because I believe, like Minnow, my totem animal, good stewardship is innocence in reflection. So DOB, date of birth, your job, hyphenated. What a zero hyphen means is you're not doing the sussing and follow through one-on-one. You're sending a Dow with war, okay? Which basically is passing daft. Toft is a rich person. TOF. Okay, but that foot, FT, you're moving in the direction, okay? What else? Let's see. Overtime. OT. Sometimes I do it like that. All right, put hyphens around it. I read it as ought. Ought is the value of 0. I believe that ought is also, I'll check. When you put value in the positive, I'm speaking, you're also putting value in the negative. When I put value online so you can read it, I'm putting judgment tool land. Who am I speaking to and why? To land the hand. LH, left hand, luteinizing hormone. Framework and fretwork. F by F. What I'm talking about is, artistically speaking, when you look at something that's beautiful, or art, what makes it good art is your content, your positive value, shape is equal to the negative, okay? So F can mean a number of things, like FU. It's a number of things, okay? Generally, how I use it is the framework and fretwork, the positive and the negative shape around it. So again, when you speak and you put something online, you're putting it to, okay? Or you're putting it to, all right? You're not creating innocence and reflection when you're obliged to have a conversation to Dow with war with two dudes that are speaking for a value but will not seat you. EWEID. So here's your ought. Law hyphen T. Shouldn't be allowed unless you bring love, okay? You shouldn't be governing a presupposed value or even a premise, a value to value, unless you do love and follow through. Okay? What is this law for? For thieves that don't love? Think about it. Okay? There we go. Ought. Digit 0. By wrong division of a naught. Continuing a few more notes. Our job is to make value. E-W-E-I-D. I get off the gun. For rain. Ask the stage, ask the night that's hyphenated, and the ag, staged, your GED, talking about your education to make the present prescient client as yourself in advance. My read write on my email turns that automatically into a trademark. I could put a space there. I could put a tilde. Your soffit is your threshold. Fifth is silence. So we're talking about who's speaking to who's feeling the positive value, speaking, reading, writing, and who's the negative, who's taking it in. okay, and what silence and what value that's producing as the reception and the direction. Is that spelled right? I'm gonna have to check. In the open air. If you prefer debit, I'm going to speak for someone else on the same time in line. You know the direction of the ag. So you can't have value. You can't save value. EID, you did not make the debt, the tin and thine, hin, hind, okay? Doth, the fall, tall, hall, hollow, dough, wet, through, and true, are you. Okay? We've not seen this value. We've never seen love one-on-one. Okay? We've never seen do with you and follow through. DK, Denmark. I have a grandmother from Denmark. Noel. You know how Noel and Noel wed. You know how Noel is going to land. Okay. Dish I show, dish I shoe. Okay. What else? What else? Look at that, I got some wrinkles. Okay, we could continue with this. If you are in, that means someone else is out. Okay? If you are in, someone else is out. Someone else is filling the void of your framework. Okay? And when your sustainability is contingent upon being in and red debt to lend, it again, red debt thief end. If you're speaking for a value, you're lying. Okay? Because you are a valuer, read, and wed. Read. Okay? Because we don't have value and follow through yet. I'm trying to create that, to engineer it. I also need to engineer the ability for you to see that it's necessary. Okay. It is a stone, tone, necessary, and Terry. Okay. SL, salvage loss, source language. Pick up your own sack. AC, alternating current, just like the ab. Away and back. When you exercise, you've got your, what is it, abs, and some you pull together and some you push away. What I'm suggesting with ab is away and back, and your alternating current, same thing. When you're giving thanks, you know, you're giving it to the same characters, okay, in your framework. Exact. Exact? Nah, didn't quite make that. TAS. TA, thanks, territorial army. TAS, true airspeed. TASS, bull or cup. You're passing it. You're passing the time with your thanks and your communication of who has brought you to your present being. Okay. Prime and dime, the prime mover, presumably necessary via your income and sustainability, thus your ability to contribute. BU, where you put a large amount of something, like a bushel of money. Die, that's 2, like BI, buy is also 2. Disco, it's your dance. Discourse, disco arse. Disco cop and parsed. Without really understanding it, I am a cop in the sky. I didn't really understand it, but it's part of the ag and the ad, okay? Debt to lend and bend it again. And when you lend the source, when you have a hassle with the source language, what does that do? It lends the source language. Okay, so that works in the thief and marketplace as well. So what else? It just creates greater theater of the absurd. BS sired red and desired red. Okay. He eat heat? No, he doesn't. He's never been in love. That het with hyphens has never been in love. And hey, I never thought to do of. To become. Let's see. Hove, that's the past of heave. Okay, like I heaved with Fox 23 Main News to David and the mulatto pretty girl. I heaved repeatedly. Now, I can tell you about it. I hoved. My debt ass no knows. EID. I know that you didn't do what I'm doing. Dead to get an ag go, a go of, and gloved, and hoved. MC, EMCEE. I remember what put me in a huff. Little prissy, missy, pretty mulatto girl. You can't do that. Oh, really? After I stepped on her in camera and said, because she's like, those protesters, they're not willing to, go on camera. I'm like, And I stepped on, I'm willing to go on camera. I stood right next to her. And she's like trying to keep her, MC cool. And I'm like, I've got plenty to say. And then, of course, when the camera shut down, she's like, you can't do that. I'm like, you stay right here. I'm going to show you how many ways I can and will do that. Okay. I regret I didn't bring my camera so I can summarily F you from the sky. Okay? Like you're doing me. Okay? Every which way. How many orifices do you have? How many do you want? Can I get your feedback on this? I'm taking a poll. How many orifices do you need till you finally get the fucking message? You don't count, you cunt. To honestly be in front on the font, okay? You got taught the thought hot. You only belong on the font of Bedoft, okay? Bedoft, okay? And it's looking like your parents don't know fucking better either, okay? If I have to explain this to you. Where was I? MC to the hem, H of hydrogen, E, M, the space you occupy in the printed page, match and catch, TC, that is art. Your hand is in your head and in your hand, okay? SP and SN. SN, scene nominee. I don't know if I'm saying that right, because I do not know Latin, but I do know a bit of Italian, and it is my understanding that Italian is the closest to Latin. No name. It's the, if this is correct, the element for tin, and it's a term for money. So, snaked, sake, KE, a kinetic energy. You're naked tin, stand naked. And for no name, give 0 a value. One-on-one, okay? What else? SP. I'm going to look that up, get some definitions. I shouldn't react, but it makes me feel defensive, honestly. Junior? Like a block away from where I live? Holy fuck. Overlooking the park I play in with Minnow? Making oodles of money just for showing up? Oh my fuck. Seriously? I have to make my job. And then I get stupid. I have to explain it to why it's necessary. Oh my fuck. And then what does stupid do? I gotta get back to work. On the double bubbler red. What was that person's problem? What was that bitch's problem? What was that person's problem? It doesn't matter if they're polite. You're still passing down with war, okay? And you're not giving me the time and follow through to understand that you're not a value. You're not creating value, okay? I was not mean to you. I just told you, you can't do that. Stand where I am? I can. I can. And if I need your mug to do it, I will do it. Start bringing my fucking camera with me. Bring my own camera. I will stand right where I am. And I will not put up with this conversation saying, You can't. Because my value of not thinking a lot is more important than you. Okay. Cess. That is a tax and a levy. That's common era. Right hand. Imagine a time before Christ.